All rise for the RankKing's court.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we get started tonight, I have something that I need to address very, very briefly. Coming off of our show last week, which was all about breakfast, a comment by my brother was made about one singular item on my top 10 list, being the toaster strudel above Pop-Tarts. Claims that I've only had one in our 20-some years of living together.
Just one.
Which is strange, because don't they come in like two in a pack?
Two, which would be, it's a weird thing, right, Greg?
Yeah, it is a little weird.
Already we're off to...
You might have shared it, but go ahead, continue.
False marketing, but it's all right. So, there were definitely more toaster strudels consumed than my dear brother seems to realize. And that is why they are above Pop-Tarts. You cannot go wrong. The flake of the crust, the ooze of the icing, and always, this is the part that he doesn't realize, is that he believes that the only one I've ever had is the strawberry. However, chocolate. So I already got you beaty. So I'm glad that that false little shot at me tried to prove a little wrench in this show. You got me. Nice try.
I have a question.
No. What's up?
We did a full episode about Pop-Tarts.
We did.
Correct.
We did not do one for toaster strudels.
In fairness, there are a lot more varieties of Pop-Tarts that we can pick from compared to toaster strudels, though.
That's fair. Deke said you got him beat by just...
I know, I saw the comment. I'm not addressing it. He thinks, like, I get what he's saying. However, there were more.
Now we'll address questions from the comments, right?
Yeah, I mean,
The floor is open, guys. Come on.
I'm surprised it was just the toaster strudel thing that spurred this conversation, because based off of last week with the breakfast rankings, you got some heat in the comments last week saying you didn't know what you were talking about.
Listen, the thing that, and I addressed this in thought when draft day was going on yesterday, because they had discussed this particular ranking. They even put it on things that they hate. The RankKing's court was one of the ones on that list. So, interesting shot. But we're still here.
Yeah,
so
the smoothies, a lot of people weren't fans of that.
Listen, you got to get it on the go. Are you having anything else on the go? No, that makes it an entree. Very simple.
See, I will admit you have things to back up your rankings.
It's not like I'm just
if people aren't
on
watching the show, like they just see it,
yeah,
they're furious. But if they watch and they hear what you say, they might be on your side.
Personally, I think you putting everything egg at number 2 was probably the biggest reason why all this was put in, because just off the top of my head, you could probably have an entire top 10 of just egg-based breakfast dishes.
We've done
if
it.
you wanted. We have. The egg ranking. The egg ranking is a real thing. Talk about controversy. Whew.
All I'm saying, look, because Deke had addressed this on draft day, that he was thinking of eggs Benedict, or Los Rancheros. But don't those sound more like brunch items to you than breakfast items?
Technically, I would consider them breakfast. The reason they'd be brunch is if you have an alcoholic beverage with you.
But, okay.
Here we go again.
We're supposed to be, shit. Here we go again.
Mm-hmm.
However, those in my mind, Deke is right. They lean more towards the brunch, but in a breakfast entree, it just doesn't fit, guys. It just doesn't. But that's where it is. I am now relaxed, ready for tonight's show. So what is going on, world? How are we doing? The RankKing's Court comes to you live on Twitch, 6:30 on a Tuesday. I am old.
Yeah.
Screw you. You're the youngest between us three.
He's older than
I
last
am
week, though.
old in spirit.
Old in spirit? Yeah, that's true. You're 28 now, but yet you act like a 68-year-old man.
True. It's very true. I enjoy the finer things in life. Good whiskey, good gin, a nice little article, maybe on the newspaper, maybe online. Doesn't matter.
I was gonna say you like the feel of the newspaper in your hands. I bet you like getting your hands all like
little
black
comic
and stuff.
strips,
Yeah.
solvent, word
but
puzzles with pen.
You're still wearing a crown, so you are a kid at heart.
I'm a king and a kid at heart.
I said kid,
yes.
not king.
Yeah, there's a big
I
difference
didn't
right
say
there.
king.
Kid. But what is going on? How are you two tonight? I finally finally started to feel better after my birthday weekend.
It's a hell of a hangover. Damn.
He's another year older.
Another year
I
wiser.
mean, it was Thursday, Friday, didn't do anything Saturday, and Sunday morning. So body is finally starting to detox all of it, and I'm putting it right back in. So
Hey, technically they do say the best way to cure a hangover is more alcohol.
more alcohol. Yeah,
Mhm. That's why hair of the dog and Bloody Mary are things. So
that's very true. But yes, how are you two doing? I know that Vo had a show. Greg, I know you had other things that you could not attend. It's totally understandable. Vo showed up. Thank you, Vo, for doing that. We appreciate it. I will say this. I think I only played like one game of like life-size beer pong there.
How'd you do?
Not great. Not great.
aren't you a frat brother, man? You're supposed to be an expert
Aren't
at
you?
this shit.
Look at him. Aren't you a single frat? Shouldn't you know?
Yeah.
He's his own frat.
Yeah.
Yeah, how are we doing, guys? I'm glad that we're back. We're doing the show. We got a nice topic for you tonight, something that was actually from the Queen, the Rank Queen, suggested this topic.
I mean, the Harry Styles one was pretty good in fairness, so she's already 1 for 1, I will say.
So, I think it's right time we get into it, boys.
No,
Are you ready?
not yet.
Not yet.
That's what I thought, because we have something. I mean, it wouldn't be a show without a little bit of a plug. So what do we got? Where is the RankKing's Court tonight located, boys?
Well, myself, and Votash are thankfully sober while we are at the Union Fitness Studios located on the North Shore
already,
of
I
Pittsburgh.
guess.
Union Fitness is more than a traditional gym. It's a place where you can transform yourself inside and out. With a variety of classes based around fitness, yoga, strength, and performance training. At Union Fitness, they believe that it is their duty to hold themselves and their clients to a higher standard. They practice what they preach and uphold the values that make Union Fitness the community that it is. Go to unionfitness.com today to sign up for a consultation. Through Union, there is strength. And by the way, real quick, Austin, we also have to point out, too, thank you for your surprise ranking this past Thursday on Two Beers Deep. We had a nice little run-in at the beginning of the show because someone had to make it clear that they had to be at the very beginning, by the way, just pointing that out. But we appreciate it.
I had to do. I
Was that Deke?
apologize.
Deke
Yeah.
said that?
No, someone else apparently made it
This
clear.
guy- that
yeah,
guy right there?
he insisted on being at the very start of the show, trying to get in when everyone else was excited to see our producer back.
Apologies for that, gentlemen. I had events I had to attend to that night, but I still wanted to contribute. We did the top 10 appetizers. We had to rush through it a little bit. Some issues were going on with Zoom where it was only
Zoom was
giving a
being weird.
certain amount of time.
Mhm.
But I thought everything was put into place well. Some of those you could argue that what I had, I mean, like some were like, where's onion rings? Like, shouldn't onion rings be considered an appetizer? In my honest opinion, they're not. They're a substitute for a side. I mean, you had mozzarella sticks, pretzels, beer cheese, spinach artichoke dip. The Lord knows that I would never go to a place and not order a thing of hot cheese balls. That's why that was number one.
Mhm.
Pepper jack balls that are fried with ranch.
To golden perfection.
Golden, man. All right. We finally ready to get the show going?
We're ready.
I mean, technically it's been going. We're just
It's
kind of
been
like,
going.
yeah.
All right. Well, tonight's show, ladies and gentlemen, is all about the wonderful world of infomercials.
I didn't want to know originally how this came up, but then when you told me that it was the Queen who came up with this topic, now I'm just kind of curious. How the hell did this get brought up?
I was curious before, but yeah, even now,
I think
you guys
she
were
had
up late watching it, weren't you? Infomercials.
But those always show up,
Yeah.
at 2 a.m. when you're sleeping. You get woken up by like sleeping on the remote and all the volume goes up. You ever had this happen to you? Jesus. Well, the only thing that's going to happen to us is a good show tonight, guys. So let's get started. The radical ranking number 1. All right, we are here. The top infomercial salesman. Now, I want to point this out right away. When I was going through it, I noticed that my phone had glitched. So the first name is not what it should be, and I will address it because that is not on Bo. That is on myself. I will take responsibility for that.
Ooh.
Oh no.
We're starting off with controversy already.
Yeah, and Chip,
Not more controversy.
I've never had cheese balls in the microwave, Chip.
I feel like those wouldn't be pleasant, you know? Be all melty and stuff. Yeah, not a fan.
Oh man. Yeah, that wouldn't be. They got to be fried. And if you even remotely try and don't finish them, just don't take them home, man. I mean, because if you try to microwave those, they're gonna be totally garbage.
Yeah,
like
it
not
doesn't
even worth
sound
it.
good.
Just suck it up and eat them cold, baby.
From what I've heard, what you should do is you should put a little bit of water and oil in a skillet, and then put them in the skillet. And that way, apparently, that's what you do with pizza anyway. It's supposed to taste like you just ordered a brand new slice of pizza.
Honestly, usually if I have leftover pizza, I would just put it in the oven for like a few minutes, and then that usually will crisp it up.
I don't got the time, Greg, but I appreciate So the one that is the issue is going to go right into it at 5. So 5 is the one that has the name misplaced. So I apologize for that. For the top infomercial salesman, we have number 5. It should be Tony Little. Not Toby, Tony Little.
That's an easy fix.
Was that an error on your part, or was it
on my part? Because I'm just noticing it now.
Fixed.
I'm glad you own up to your mistakes, my liege. That's a noble thing to do.
I would think it would try to make me look bad, but I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. No, I will own up to my mistakes. That is my fault. So Tony Little basically was the jacked ponytail that would always do the gym workouts. Mm-hmm. And he would always have the camera aligned on him when he was like, hey, look at me. Look at this. Look what we're doing. You should get up, get moving, get going. And I'm just like, oh, man, that's a lot of work. But I love the booming personality, the voice. I mean, that's what drives people to do what they do, man.
I mean, that is literally working out, bud. Like, that is a lot of work to work out.
That is a lot of work to work out. Mm-hmm. I will say that. Did you actually also know he was parodied on Beavis and Butthead?
Why?
Didn't even realize that.
Why
Didn't even realize that. Which apparently there's a whole new Beavis and Butthead thing on Paramount Plus. I need to go check that out.
Is it a movie or like a whole new show?
Yeah, I think it's some kind of movie like they're doing with like the South Park like COVID things.
Oh, okay.
So I have to check that out because there was a scene that was sent to me and it is terrible. It is terrible, but it's outstandingly funny.
Shout out Mike Judge.
Shout out Mike Judge. For me, I mean, he also was on All That. I mean, this guy got around. Like, he was
on All That?
What?
Yeah. It says, during the original run of Nickelodeon sketch show All That,
I need to look this up.
He was portrayed by a guy named Josh Server, who said he got inspiration from Tony Little. So.
Huh. Interesting.
Never know what you're going to get. But all I'm saying, let's move on, because this list is going to get tricky. Like, now it's going to get tricky.
Okay.
And for me, it's a lot to put this guy number 4. I wanted him higher, but the guy that goes, that's a lot of damage. That's big old Phil Swift here.
Well, you got first off, the beginning intro is, Hi, Phil Swift here with Flex Seal.
Listen, the infomercials would always kill me when he was like, you know what would work? If I saw this boat in half. Take a boat. You know what'll fix it? Flex Seal. Put that shit on, it'll go right over. You won't have a single leak in the boat.
No, my personal favorite is also the one where I think he not just sawing the boat in half, but when like he replaced the entire bottom of it with like a screen and covered it with Flex Seal and no leaks whatsoever. Incredible.
Insane. My personal favorite is from the picture when he takes the bucket and he just takes the knife. He's like, "Oh, give me the." He's just like he's literally just like going ham on it, and he's like puts it down, like slams it down. He's like, "That's a lot of damage."
That's the picture you have here?
Yeah.
From that one? Because that picture he looks insane in this picture.
He's
A little bit, yeah.
And the funny thing is, the world that we live in now, he had to go on TikTok. Like, he has his own TikTok, I'm pretty sure.
Why am I not surprised?
And he had to go on and tell.
No, what?
I'm just making sure you see that in the corner as well.
Yeah.
He had to go on and tell people to not physically eat flex tape.
To not eat it?
To not eat the flex tape.
Interesting.
That's interesting.
Apparently people may or may not have started eating. I don't know. I don't have the stats for that, but if you have to go on and say it, it's probably because somebody's doing it. So
Yeah, that's. In fairness, we've seen a lot of those instances where people had to be warned to stop doing that, and it's usually some very, very dumb people who are in charge of it.
The world that we live in, man. Let's move on to number 3. This guy got in trouble. I didn't even realize that. I don't know what he got in trouble for. I'm not going to go into it. That's why maybe he's at number 3 and not maybe higher. But the master of the wonderful sham wow, that is Vince Offer.
I mean, if you look at him, I have a very good understanding probably why he got in trouble.
Oh, that's just assuming, Greg. Don't do that.
I mean, bud.
Book by its cover. You don't judge a book by its cover, Greg.
That's a creepy dude. Just saying.
All right. Do you want to know why?
Oh god.
No, I don't. No.
I don't think it's something that we should be saying on air.
Oh,
If
no.
you want to know why, just Google why did ShamWow guy go to jail. That literally comes up on Google.
Huh. It really does.
He punched somebody. We'll just leave it at that.
That's all.
Jesus.
That's all.
Oh, God. All right. Well, I know he came back and did like a sham wow mask. I know that was like the big thing that came up, but his original product, the sham wow, that if you somehow, I don't know, take this for instance, I'm not actually going to do it because that'd be psychotic. I don't waste beer. But if you like spilled, it's like, oh, look at that. You know, the paper towel won't clean it up. Ah, shit, throw it away. Here's a sham wow. Don't even worry about it. Rinse it, soak it, put it in. Oh, look at it. Cleans up so much. Look at it. And then you rinse it out. It's dry as a whistle. Don't have to worry about it. The sham wow, people. You'll be saying wow every time. It's basically
do you know anyone who got a ShamWow?
Dude, we might have gotten
I
a
feel like my
ShamWow.
parents have one.
I feel like Terry and Jackie at one point got a ShamWow because
I don't think they got it like
to get a ShamWow
from like on TV, but they bought it at the store.
Or like Bed Bath & Beyond or something like that,
something
basically.
like
Yeah.
that,
Because
yeah.
I was gonna say like Flex Seal, I know for a fact that we bought for the house, and that shit works real well actually. Not gonna lie.
The ShamWow originally, I think, worked. And then the more times we used it, I think we're like, okay, this thing's starting to wear down a little bit. It's a little strange. But yes, ShamWow, man, Vince Offer, who also did another thing I'm going to mention here when we get later in the show, another invention that he had, another great infomercial product.
I was gonna say, he wasn't the inventor. He was just the guy who pushed it, I'm guessing.
Well, you never know.
Yeah, and Ping says ranking court supporting criminals. We are a court, so we have to hear both sides of the story.
That's true. That is very true.
It's true. Again, I didn't know anything like until like I went through and I was like, do I put him on here? I mean, like, but he's the character is iconic. Like, it's just unreal. I mean, he was in an episode of Epic Rap Battles of History. portrayed by someone. When Ben Franklin faced off against another guy we're going to get into, and that guy ended up croaking, and he was like, was there anybody that can finish this match? And all you saw was like the hand and then the ShamWow come down. He's like, I got this. All right, and now we are going to get into number 2, one that a lot of people maybe aren't going to remember, but of just how many this guy did. Supposedly known as the king of infomercials. This is Ron Popeil. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it is what I am reading.
Yeah, no, I distinctly remember, like, even as a kid, like, I would come home and I would want to watch, like, the afternoon block of cartoons or something like that, I would be watching this before, like, the shows would come on, specifically. Like, this dude really was, like, the guy that bought up all that dead airtime and just made a fortune.
Sold everything, too. Not just limited to certain, like, products.
Well, the one that, like, I knew for a fact that he was, like, real famous for was, like, the spinning, like, rotisserie one, I guess, that you could, like, cook anything with. I don't even know what the hell it was called, but, like, that's all I just remembered for.
I'm going to read off some things here that because he's not only an infomercial guy, but he invented these. So, so he's an inventor, too. So he invented the Chop-O-Matic, the Veg-O-Matic, the smokeless ashtray.
Huh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
and other household gadgets. So, quote unquote, he is the king of infomercials. But, as you all know, as a king's perspective, there is only one, in my honest opinion, that deserves to wear, that infomercial crown.
Who might that be?
And that would be number 1, which is, hi, Billy Mays here with a new insane product.
R.I.P. the GOAT.
God,
he is the GOAT. You can't argue this one.
No, absolutely not.
The guy was just unstoppable. Like, literally, whether it's OxyClean, Orange Glow, doesn't even matter. He's like, oh, look at this. Put the OxyClean on, doing it. Sweep, it's gone. Look at that. Stained all the Billy Mays here. Like, it's just a fantastic individual.
He was such a happy guy too. That's what made it even better.
Right.
Like, he wasn't like, you never got like any type of, like, I don't know, at least like with all those other guys, you can kind of have like this weird ulterior kind of like, yeah, you're kind of aggressive, but I get it. But like, Billy Mays was just like a guy that had like a lot of energy, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get annoyed by him.
No.
Like other salesmen.
That is a great point. Yeah, you do not get annoyed by him.
No, and if you are, shame on you. You're a terrible human being. But those are, I believe, my 5 infomercial salesmen. I know there's a ton more out there. It's like I want to get into the names, but they kind of deal with the product.
Yeah, I mean, like, off the top of my head, like, I would throw Emerald, honestly, in there just because of, like, the infomercial stuff for his products that he would put out there. The guy who replaced Billy Mays, I can't remember his name.
Anthony Sullivan.
Anthony Sullivan.
Okay.
He's the British accent. I don't know why, but it's just like it kind of grabs you a little bit for some reason.
Yeah, it's hard to put it. Like I wanted to, but I feel like that would be a disservice to Billy Mays. And
it would. You're not wrong. I can agree with that.
Instead of, hi, Billy Mays here, we got Anthony Sullivan here. Like, it's just, like, it doesn't grab you. It doesn't grab you.
Actually, I apologize. It wasn't British. It was Australian, I think.
Was it Australian? I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was Australian. Now that I think about it.
But, so yeah, we have like a weird counter in the corner, which
we're gonna go to a quick commercial because Zoom thing's happening again. So we'll be right back after this commercial.
Alrighty, stay tuned.
Let's dive right into sports, as I have strong opinions on that. Which college team could beat a professional team in the same sport right now?
Okay.
There is not a single answer that is better than the LSU Tigers defeating the Cincinnati Bengals.
Even if I know the pitch that's coming, every other part of me is still normal.
That's why it's frustrating for me, Greg.
It's like, okay, if I know what something is coming, I know ahead of time, I still have to be able to do the action to get the result that I need.
Okay, so they won 3 games.
Yes.
in 10 years with 3 rebuilds.
I don't lose at arguments. All right.
Especially about fast food. So yeah.
You will never walk alone. Guess what? Now you will. Coronavirus.
I barely touch my girlfriend's cat. The most I'd be willing to do is like just kind of put my finger on its forehead and just like.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, with us is Alex Kazor from Steelers Depot.
We are live with Ryan Smith, professional cornhole player in the ACL. Ryan,
What all franchise were you able to work with in the NHL?
With Phoenix, Carolina, and Detroit.
So here is Moorhead's ranking. Moorhead is my cousin. He is the rank king.
Higher
Top 10 extra Power Rangers.
This is the top 10 emo songs of the 2000s.
There's only one correct answer for number one. Why is F is for Family better than Futurama when Futurama is like Star Wars for potheads? Like
I know. So I think
We have one or two that are mad in the chat.
You're welcome for that.
Okay, we're gonna get banned.
okay. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Again, apologies for technical difficulties. Nobody's fault on whatever ends. It's just that Zoom's being a little weird, and this is a weird show. So
Yes,
we
it
gotta
is.
have to-
Definitely is a weird show.
Yeah, that's a great way to describe us.
If you
That's
haven't
fair.
figured that out now,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Then
If you haven't figured that out now, I don't know what you're all
Yeah,
doing.
exactly.
But the infomercial salesmen, I think, are pretty tight in. Again, there are some guys that maybe you can throw in there, but I don't want to, name names because I want this to, I have a thing coming up later in the show, and I don't want it being spoiled. for
spoiler alert.
products,
Yeah, I see. I
so-
see. Yeah.
So, ugh, man, so Baron really kicking my butt already with his burps. Ugh,
Oh, Baron.
is that how you say it? Is it Oberon? I've never had
I've
it.
always said Oberon.
It's Oberon.
Well, it's Underon. So we're moving on to number 2. Radical ranking, number 2.
And we are.
Wait.
Yeah, we already did it, bud.
Oh, we already did. Oh, we're throwing the punches. Okay, so we did the best salesman. Now let's talk about some of the worst infomercial products I think I've ever seen.
Now, is this your own personal experience,
Yes.
or is this
No, not experience. These are my own. I've seen the infomercials.
just okay?
It's not like you bought all these 5.
No, if I bought any of these, I'd be maybe I would say if any of these, I would have bought one. I would have bought one.
I can't wait to
But-
figure out which one it was.
I hope
Yeah, I
which
know.
one it
That's
is.
the
I'm
guessing
excited.
game. That's the guessing game with it. So, this is just the name of this is just bad. Number 5. This is the titty bear,
That is
not
a
the
real name.
teddy bear. This is the titty bear.
So I had never heard of this
Me
before,
either.
and then I came into the studio, and Vo tells me about it, and I'm like, I've never heard of this thing, and then he shows me the infomercial, and I'm just seeing these people talk about, and it's these women who are like pushing it, the titty bear, and I'm dying.
He was, he
This
was
is
almost crying from laughing.
I am dying from this too. How in the world are you able to keep a straight face when you're talking about titty bear?
how is this greenlit? How is
I don't
this?
know.
No, he didn't think it was real. We looked,
didn't think it was
has
real.
A website you can order it online and everything.
There's
a
no
chip, There
way.
you go.
So
There's no way.
for the purpose of this product, I'll go into a little bit of detail on what it is. So the infomercial starts off with, have you ever felt that seatbelt tug
Mhm.
that kind of braces your shoulder,
Yeah,
hurts your body?
we all have.
All
Yes.
the time.
All the time. I will say even I got into my car today because it was hot. I felt the burn of it. I was like, "Ooh, that's hot." But the so-called solution to these problems is known as the titty bear, which rests on the actual compartment of the strap.
Yeah, it, like
And-
hooks around the seatbelt.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like
on the
in the
seatbelt of
the
it.
infomercial where they're placing it is
Yes, that's the
literally
problem
like
of it. It basically looks like
Fits
the
name
bear
well.
is like facing downward into some cleavage is all I'll say. And it just looks like a bad. I don't know how if anybody bought this. I don't know.
Like,
the date
in the summer.
The
like,
date,
are you gonna wear that in the summer?
I don't know, but the
hot.
date on the video was 2007. So I'm like just thinking to myself, what a time to be alive. Apparently, if that's what was being pushed in infomercials.
I mean,
you were alive.
I know. That's
you
what I'm
act like
saying.
you weren't alive.
What a time to be alive if that was the place.
Some would say what a time to be that bear, but it doesn't even matter.
That bear had the time of his life. That's true.
Yeah, look at that
face.
Yeah.
Jesus. Let's move on to number 4. This is a very popular one that I couldn't understand the premise of it. I understand what it was trying to do. Horrible execution. Horrible execution, because number 4 are the shake weights. Horrible execution by this. Horrible. It's like, oh, you want to like help your wrists out and do it? Yeah, you shake it.
I love that it's the Kristen Wiig picture you picked too.
Oh, I picked the SNL skit for this.
Hilarious.
It's just like it just doesn't look good.
Did you ever see the South Park episode?
Oh God.
Yes. Oh my God.
That's honestly the one I was.
That's all I think of.
I was expecting you to have a picture from that on here. Then I would have been like, we would have been thrown off Twitch immediately if that was the case.
Yeah, I know, but we didn't want to be, so I stuck with the SNL version.
Can't go wrong with Kristen Wiig, obviously. Nope.
This is just there's no, like, someone had to have known this was what was gonna be. It's like, why? Why?
I feel like this was popular though.
It was very popular.
It was, yeah.
It was very popular.
Yeah.
And you know, you go into South Park, you have your deluxe versions, which we'll not get into. Let's go.
But you know what's weird too? Like, did you ever use it?
No.
No, I don't.
Really?
No.
I actually I don't remember. Someone in college, I remember.
Is Greg gonna tell us that he used shake weights? Did you use shake weights, Greg?
No, I didn't own them, but like I knew people who had them, and I tried it once, and like you legit felt it. For like what
somebody did have it at college.
I think it was Christian. I think it was Christian.
I
think it was. But like legit, like I remember using it, and like you could feel like the burning like in your bicep and stuff like that. Like it legit worked.
I'm texting him now.
Like it
you
legit.
Felt the burn.
It legit. You felt it. It wasn't like false advertising or anything like that. Like you did.
No, it was just it was suggestively themed.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not denying that, but I'm just saying like
I'll keep you posted.
But it legit worked.
Okay. I can't. Let's go to number 3. How did this ever? How? And this, I think, was another Ron Papel thing. This is hair in a can.
It was called GLH, good looking hair.
Wow.
That was like the official brand of it, yeah.
It's like, oh, are you balding? Spray some of this shit on it. It's just not a...
I mean,
take a Sharpie, for God's sake.
If it matches your hair color, I guess it wouldn't look bad.
I think I can understand the self-consciousness of people, but honestly, if you're at that point, just shave everything off.
Or get a wig, maybe.
Well,
I don't know.
no, or hair plugs or something like that. But that's the idea. Like, it's supposed to be cheaper. But I'm just thinking to myself, like, if someone touches your head, like.
Or if you sweat. Like,
yeah.
If you sweat, is it just gonna?
Like, you're gonna feel it. Like, you're gonna know it's not real hair.
Then you have someone like, think it's like suntan lotion. They spray it all over themselves, get it all over their arms and everything.
Instead of having protection from the sun, you got body hair, and it doesn't do shit.
I'm telling you, this was clearly just spray paint that someone just decided to call it that, and then see if they can make a quick buck off of it.
That's what it looks like.
I don't know how many people bought this. I'm ashamed if there's more than
there are a lot. Hey, listen, man. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of men that lose their hair like by the time they turn 30. So
yeah, but there's products for that now. Like maybe not then, but like you have products now that all you do is take like the solution in a comb and just comb it, and it starts regrowing. But you don't take a fucking spray can and just put it on your head and be like you're painting a painting or something. You're like, all right, I've got to get ready for work. Suit, tie, watch, all good. Oh, what's...
What? Some of these brands sold over 500,000 cans.
No.
And another brand sold over more than 1 million cans.
No. Come on, people.
Well, yeah.
No.
This also looks like this was in like the early '90s. I'm guessing this was sold. So like, I'm not surprised. Like people had money to spare.
Can hair was pretty cool back then.
Just do better. Do better, people. Number 2 was the one I almost purchased.
You almost purchased. Okay.
I thought better of myself. I said I don't need to do this. I don't know even how long. I tried to look it up and it was there and I was like, that'd be kind of funny if I purchased it. And I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. This is the Euro Club.
The Euro Club.
The Euro Club.
I don't know.
You guys know what the Euro Club was? The picture or the infomercial, sorry. The infomercial depicted an elderly man who was trying to golf and he's like, oh, I'm tired of having to pee all the time in between my swings.
No.
Yep.
No.
It was a golf club that had a little lid on top and you would put it in between your legs under your flap like you were adjusting your golf club.
Hey, wait, you said you almost bought this one?
Why
I
would
know,
you
I almost
buy
did.
this?
I was like, no, there's no way I'm doing it. And you would pee in it.
I mean,
you would pee in this club.
I guess it could be a good idea if you golf a lot. I don't know.
It just doesn't.
I've never heard of this.
I mean, for the amount of drinking that people do on a golf course, I'm not surprised that you do have to pee from time to time, in fairness.
Normal people will go like in the woods if they have to do that.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah.
Not just pee on their club.
But here's the thing. I don't know how raged you guys get when you don't make a shot, but the most time that I see people is that when they rage, they take the stick and snap it. What's to say that you don't know that when you take this club, it's actually the Euro Club that you've already peed in, and you go to snap it?
Yeah, right? And it goes everywhere.
I couldn't believe this was real.
Why would you
100%.
consider buying this?
I just thought it would have been funny, honestly.
Wow.
It would definitely be like a good gag gift for somebody for like Father's Day or something. Get one for your dad for Father's Day.
Jesus Christ. Next Father's Day would be interesting.
I honestly couldn't believe this was real. I had to do
what
a
if your dad has one?
No, please don't put that image in my head.
But yeah, you would pee in it. So that was the interesting part.
That's interesting.
And number 1, I didn't even know what we were doing here. This is the Hawaii chair.
It just looks like a normal chair, so
It looks like a normal chair, but if you would watch the infomercial, the Hawaii chair, you sit in it, and it rolls your body like you're doing the Hawaiian dance. And that was designed so that people could technically work out while sitting.
Oh. It's like how the new thing now is like people sit at their desk and then they have like one of those pedal things on their feet that like you can still like.
One of our old supervisors has one of those.
Really?
He's just sit there and just pedal.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you guys though, if you watch this, you are dying of hysterics watching these people like, oh, I can do my documents on my computer. He's like, I could eat my lunch while I'm doing the Hawaii. Like,
I'd be so annoyed if I was doing that like while I was working.
And
constant movement, no.
The funniest part that had me dying was that they took to a room and there's like 10 of these people in this office and they all have one and they're all rotating simultaneously. Like, what are we doing? This doesn't do anything. It makes you have motion sickness.
Yeah. Don't really know what to say here. Although, I am thinking to myself, too, if I'm sitting at my desk and I'm moving around constantly, and that would just be like, if I don't stop, by the way, for 8 hours, I'm just getting an ab workout in, like, while I'm trying to work and stuff. If I got up, my body would just be like...
It would crumble.
It would crumble.
It would crumble, Greg.
Yeah. Yeah. I think there's this thing as too much working out. That's fair.
I'm trying to see if we can find a video real quick. Just to play
if you guys watch it, you'll die. I swear it's hilarious. It's just like all of them just like doing this. It's just terrible.
Introducing the Hawaii chair.
Oh my god.
Here, we'll play it for everyone at home.
What the videos are just like.
It's like, how did this sell? I just don't get it.
I don't know. Keeps you moving at work, I guess.
Keeps you moving, all right. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm just watching it now.
It's like showing people doing it during an EKG test. Like, what the fuck?
They're just like, what? We should get some for the office here.
Oh my!
Studio.
Well, we can expand. They're showing people like doing it while working. I'm like, oh my god.
No, I would definitely get like motion sickness.
Yes.
Right. Exactly. Like, oh man. All right.
Too much. Yeah.
Too much. I'm getting dizzy just looking at it.
Yeah.
So let's go into an interesting topic that we have. It's time for the great debate. Now, interestingly enough, this great debate, I will give credit, did not come from me. It came from our wonderful producer, Vo. So, if Vo would like to explain the great debate that we are getting into tonight, by all means.
All right. So, originally, you wanted us to design our own infomercial. So, I took it one step further, and now we're going to find one product around us. And make our own infomercial surrounding that product. I feel like it'll be a good time for everybody.
I'm interested. Now, the question is, I'm assuming it's a no, but did Foreigner send you? Yeah,
No.
dude, he's just falling off the wagon.
He is slacking. Was he using the "I'm working" tagline or something?
I have a job.
Oh yeah,
I make money.
Bull crap.
Ay. So, all right. I will gladly do another random wheel, but I know that Chip put in an order last time before I was able to do that. So, Chip, if you're watching, if you'd like to put the order in, please do. Until then, I am going to look up the random name generator wheel.
The randomizer.
Wheel of randomness. You know, interestingly enough, I've been told I sound like the announcer from SpongeBob, the fish. Breaking news.
Yeah.
That was actually really good.
Right? There's like a TikTok for it now where it actually does like life things. And I'm like, no, a fish should not be saying this. This should not be this way. So let's go. Greg, Vo, Rank King. That says Ink.
Greg, Austin, Vo.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, Chip.
Thanks, Chip.
So we have Greg. The floor is yours.
All right.
The world is your oyster. Only your world is depicted only to this room at this point, because you have to find something in this room to make an infomercial on.
Okay. I think I got something.
You gotta grab it.
What? Right now?
I don't know what the product is, Greg.
Yeah, we gotta know what the product is.
All right, geez, hang on.
Oh, okay.
Oh no. Oh no.
Ladies and gentlemen, do you like trash?
Sometimes.
I'm sorry.
Does the color of orange and black make you disgusted?
Do you want us to answer?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course, yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Of course it does. Yes.
Of course. Well, why not combine these two in possibly the perfect marriage possible? And I present to you the handy dandy Philadelphia Flyers trash can.
What? No way.
Look at this beautiful bad boy. Look how tall it is. Almost 1.5 feet. It can fit so much garbage in here, you'll feel like you're saving the planet. Tops it all off, too, to really get over the grimy, disgusting feeling of it, too. When you take the bag out, you look on the inside, and it's disgusting. All this can potentially be yours for $19.95. 3 additional payments of $9.95 on top of
I
it.
was looking for the additional payment.
Call and order today.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
Should have been 1975.
I should have. Yeah, that would have been great.
That's what I thought you were going with.
I know. I forgot about it. That would have been good too. Damn.
That was good. That was
Thank
good.
you.
This whole segment's gonna be posted by itself because I feel like it's gonna be.
I actually am really mad about not getting the 1975 now. That would have been so good. Wasn't even thinking about it.
Oh,
if you call in the next 2 minutes.
Oh. If you call in the next 2 minutes, we'll drop a whole 20 cents off the price and have it for the fun, memorable price of $19.75. Hey, wasn't that the last time the Flyers won the Stanley Cup? Well, gee, it definitely was.
Oh, jeez. I love it. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm looking around.
I honestly thought that was going to be the one that you had the idea for, because I thought it would have been perfect for you.
No, I got something else in mind.
All right. Hold on. Ugh. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, are you feeling spooky? Do you sometimes want to put this outside and be like a warning to your neighbors? Or are you just festive for the times of Halloween? Well, look no further than Mr. Bones! Mr. Bones, the lovely, decorative figurine, as you would so speak, comes to you live and says, "Hey, you get on my property!" Or, if you're just wanting, he's not that bad looking. Put a little meat on his bones. He might not be so bad. You hang him outside with your little bird feeders. The birds come. You give him a little fright. And it comes into play. Mr. Bones here, the lovely skeleton figurine, for 5 payments of $5.99 with an additional, if you call right now, you'll be able to get 1 additional free of charge.
What?
And thank you, everyone, because his favorite food is also a rack of ribs.
Oh, closing it with a joke.
Love it.
We had that hanging outside for like a good 5 months after Halloween. I finally just took it down not too long ago. All right, Vo.
Very good. Now it's my turn. Have you ever had someone annoy you?
All the time.
Have you ever had someone disagree with your rankings?
Constantly.
That might happen now and then. Go on.
Well, do we have the right thing for you?
What do we have?
We have hater shades. Introducing hater shades. The shades to block out your haters.
Wow.
All day and every day.
Mm.
Available in different sizes and colors to suit your style.
Mm.
You walk down the street, there's Greg. Oh, blocking them out. You can block your haters out and keep on your merry way.
Wow.
Hater shades are yours for a one-time price of $15.99.
One-time price?
One-time price.
Wow.
No payments needed.
Damn.
$15.99. Hater shades could be yours. And disclaimer: these aren't the right size.
Oh.
They're a little smaller than that.
Yeah. I was gonna say too. I mean, I've been attacked by those things before and have bled because of them too. So those are lethal weapons.
Hater shades have no fury like a hater shade scorned. Oh man.
Well, you should have done this. Why pay up to $300 for a premium name brand glasses when you can buy the hater shades for the low price of $15.99?
I think you should do infomercials.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, might as well.
You got that infomercial voice.
You know, you can also throw in other things like, no, if you include this, we'll also give you a free pair of shoes. No charge. We don't know the size. Send them in. We'll send them. Doesn't matter.
Mystery pair of shoes coming your way.
Pair of shoes.
Hey, shoes are popular now. Why not? They could be worth something down the line, especially if they're dead stock.
Oh, I like my chest is like killing me from laughing so hard. That was absolutely hilarious. 100% better than what I was gonna do, Bo. So hats off to you, my friend. That was a wonderful, great debate.
That was a good one. It was fun.
You know, you should make these more often.
What, great
Maybe
debates?
We do them every week, but
do them every week.
Maybe I'll assign them to you. Who knows?
Yeah, that's fine. We can get creative.
That's
Kings delegate. Kings delegate.
I hate creativity so much.
All right. So the question is, do we take a commercial break?
No, let's just get to the ranking.
All right, let's do it.
We'll do the intro right now.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time to close out this infomercial episode with the top 10 infomercial products. We've seen the 5 worst. Now it's time to talk about the 10 best. Your opinions will vary. Does not mean they will matter. For this is mine, and I hold this dear and to how this product works, to the people that did it. Greg with his hand up. What can I do for you, sir?
How many of these have you purchased?
Good question. I think 3.
Ooh.
That's not bad.
Okay. Not terrible. It could be worse. It could be a lot worse.
So let's get right into it. The top 10 infomercial products. Starting with number 10. I told you that another product by this guy was coming in here. Introducing the Slap Shop.
This was so dumb when I saw it. So dumb.
You would put your vegetable in the tiny compartment at the bottom, and you would take it and just be like, slap, 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 slap. There's your vegetables.
Yeah, you'd be like, slap, 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 clap, 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 slap, 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 clap, clap, clap.
Baby! I believe this is the one where he like was just like, why have this? And he like throws the original thing like out the window. Like this infomercial. He's like, hey, now introducing the Slap Shop. Real easy. Bam, bam, bam. There it goes.
Yeah. I think the idea was like when you were cutting onions and stuff, how pain in the ass and time consuming they were. So the idea was you just bam, 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 and they would dice them right there.
Do you still cry when you cut them though?
Yes. Well, yes. I do. I don't know about if they did.
I cry every day, so it doesn't even matter.
That sounds about right, honestly.
Right about 6:25.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Tuesdays.
So, I mean, it's interesting. I think honestly, you exert more energy at the Slap Shop than you do actually cutting an onion.
More than a shake weight.
More than a shake weight. Number 9, an actually very successful infomercial product that was sweeping the nation in terms of acne control. Number 9 is Proactive.
I'll tell you what. This is actually this is not a poll that I was thinking of on your part, but just for the fact the amount of money they easily made off of this.
They made bank.
Yeah, very smart. Never bought Proactive though. I was always
no. I personally never did either. I wasn't. I was fortunate enough that I
brief amount of time.
Did it work as well?
Yeah. I feel like my skin's like sensitive to stuff like that, so I feel like I got like a rash or something from it. But
I got you.
Yeah. Again, I was like, not saying people with acne and everything, but I was fortunate enough that I didn't have it, so I never had to buy this product.
Oh, aren't you special?
I'm not. I'm just saying, like, I appreciated what they did because what the product looked like, it actually worked.
Yeah, my face is like covered with acne scars still, so I'm just gonna.
I just remember this being like on MTV. Like every commercial
was
Proactive.
Well, I mean, come on, like that's the market you're targeting right there. So I mean, that was perfect for them.
Let's move on to number 8. One that could definitely go wrong if it is used the improper way. This is the clap on, clap off. This is the clapper at number 8.
I love these commercials so much.
It's like it had a little jingle. It always had the little jingle and everything.
That's what gets you.
Yeah,
those jingles get you every time.
I saw like a parody of this where like, someone took someone home and they, like sex stuff, and the clap apparently of that motion kept going the lights on and off every time that it happened.
The way that you were leading that in, I thought you were talking about the clap in a different sense, but
no. What the fuck are we now?
You're starting it off that way. I'm sorry. That's where my mind went.
I like watched a video of this. I was like, damn, that's funny. That makes sense. But the clapper, I mean, it works, man. You, like, if you don't want to turn off a light, why not? Do a little clap on, clap off. Turns on and off your lights, man. This product was like, what, in the early 90s?
Yeah, because I remember this, like, definitely. I remember it, like, Cartoon Network, they used to have commercials for this.
Wow, Cartoon Network. Dang. It's just nice that they used other commercials besides other cartoon commercials.
Yeah.
So, putting that in there. Number 7. This is a workout guru delight. This is the Thigh Master.
This was Suzanne Summers, right?
Correct, yes. One where you're like, this would be like working out your thighs and everything. Nowadays, people want their just head squeezed like a watermelon between them. But before that, you had the Thigh Master. You had one that exactly portioned your thighs, toned them out, worked. I never had one, but I assume they worked because they sold a lot.
I mean, people say thick thighs save lives, so good thing this was a thing.
I also say nice guys like thick thighs, so I can't argue with it. So let us then transition to number 6. I saw a multitude of these commercials, and I will say this, and I will say what the other show parodied off it, which was even more hilarious.
Time out. Grind Project is here.
Oh!
He said he heard that was Austin's nickname.
The Thigh Master. Hey, thighs.
You missed the great debate.
Have to go back and watch it.
Wasn't even much of a debate. It was just
really. It was more of our own infomercials.
Yeah, it was fun.
But if you want to check those out, Grind Project, the show will be available soon after on our YouTube channel.
Can confirm.
We'll gladly be able to check that out. Number 6, the Snuggie.
God, when this came out, this blew up.
Yeah.
Absolutely blew up when this came out.
Tired of taking your blanket and trying to be comfortable with it? What happens if you want to get up? You have to take off the blanket and then come back and try to not with the Snuggie, a combination of robe and blanket where you put the sleeves in this way and put it around. Not only this, but the fact that they made it like you can do it with your family. Playing board games, going to a soccer game, put on a Snuggie if you're cold. What the shit?
The dog even has a Snuggie.
That's what I was gonna say. Why is there? How the hell is there a dog Snuggie?
I've seen weirder things, Greg. So,
oh my god.
My aunt definitely had a Snuggie.
I know for a fact my family had one.
I was gonna say I could see your uncle having a Snuggie. Actually,
I
could definitely see it.
We probably bought him one.
There is a point where I want like an awkward thoughts from the bench Christmas card of all of us in Snuggies.
We can just do that for our show.
Yeah, really.
Well, no, it's about the premise. It's about the show, but it's okay. The parodied version of this I love came to us obviously from Family Guy, to which it was simply known as the Yank It.
Wait, what?
It was worn. It's like, well, I want to, do things, but it's too darn cold. So throw on the Yank It, with it's like, I can't even. It was like dummy arms that would be on the front.
Oh, okay.
It would be your arms.
Oh.
And all I heard, the only reason I remember this was the ending lines. It's like, what are you doing under that blanket? It's like, nothing. Let's watch a Scarlett Johansson movie. I freaking love it, dude.
We did. This was part of the trivia on Instagram, and one of the options I created was Body Blanky.
Huh.
And my one coworker picked that just because he's like, I love that name better than Snuggie.
Body Blanky.
So name it, call it whatever you want, but Snuggie, definitely top 10.
That's true. Number 5. We talked about this salesman earlier. Finally, this is the Sham Wow. Sham Wow at number 5. You'll be saying wow every time. I immediately, when I saw this, I was drawn to the fact of like, oh, here's Bounty paper towels, the most supported paper towel. Clean up. Oh, it doesn't work. Throw it away. Take the Sham Wow. Put it in a cup. And look at that. You rinse it out. Oh, it's dry. Amazing. Buy it for $100 million product over the span of how many years?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, this dude probably made bank on this. I don't think he was just being the head of the infomercial. He clearly made a lot of money from this.
Right.
Yeah, that's
yeah, that's fair.
That leads into why he got arrested.
And now we go to number 4. I must have seen how many infomercials on this. This is the Bowflex Gym.
Yeah. And I mean, like, especially with spinoffs and just like workout videos and all this stuff. Like, this is like an entire brand empire.
We'll go back even further, Greg. I believe if we're gonna go the original, I believe this is based off of the Total Gym that Chuck Norris used to do all the time. And now, like, the Bowflex, I mean, it's like, do you want to get ripped? Are you too lazy to go to the gym? Well, here's a Bowflex in your house with all these different, and like the people that would be on, like just so angry like the whole time that it was going on.
Just imagine like a little kid watching that, and they're like, "Dad, I'm scared." Like, this guy's yelling at me.
I was gonna buy a Bowflex, but I don't know how I feel. I'm 8 years old. I don't have those packaging prices.
Grind Project said Austin is a sham. Wow, not a surprise.
Well, now we're having a good time, Grind Project.
Yeah, it was a nice
We're having
episode.
a good time here, and you don't. I need them hater shades. I just can't like.
Bring out the hater shades for the low.
Bring out the hater shades.
Bring out the hater shades.
For the low
shades,
price of $15.99.
One-time payment.
One time.
They last a lifetime.
Oh, that would have been a good tagline. Pay
You ever
one
think that
time,
It's a work in
last.
progress.
Pay one time, last a lifetime.
You ever think how much that one kid from from Vine would have made if he would have used those? Like, oh, I'm too sorry, I didn't say. I was too busy blocking out the haters. But instead,
he could be our spokesperson.
But instead, he used spoons, unfortunately. So, number 3, one that I definitely remember purchasing. I know I didn't purchase it. I know I was really young, I think, when we got these. So, I don't know how well they worked. I don't remember. But number 3, moon shoes.
I was introduced to these from an episode of Malcolm in the Middle. And
I love that.
Because I remember Hal was like doing some like fundraising thing for Dewey, and one of the prizes was moon shoes. And there's like a scene where all the dads are jumping on moon shoes, and then he is riding around in a go-kart because he got the bigger prize. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Supposedly it was supposed to be like trampolines for your feet. Well, if that's the case, I could have jumped and became an all-star basketball player if I had these on. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. I mean, these were like the quintessential like kid infomercials. You had like I know there had to have been like a slime one where it was like gooey, sticky, also now edible. So
silly putty ones.
Oh God, yeah.
Mama White said Deke and Nico had these.
Oh
wow!
Look at that!
I feel like my cousin had them. I don't think I ever had a pair.
No, I never had these either.
I mean, as far as I remember, I think they were okay. I was kind of in that phase where I was trying different things, and that was a thing from like maybe like 2 weeks, and I got hold of it and then tried a new thing. I don't know. I think I went onto those shark goggles fins that you would wear in the pool and everything. I don't remember what those were called, but I remember the commercials where like the younger brother would always wear them, and then you would see like a fin in the pool, and it would scare like the sister that was reading a book in the pool or something.
Can we buy a pair of these?
Moon shoes?
Like,
I don't know if they're
to?
still.
They're still a thing.
They're still a thing? How much are they?
But they're one size. They're $33 on Amazon. One size.
Oh, geez,
I don't know what size that is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But then there's
it's
these
like-
new ones that are like, they're called kangaroo jumping shoes.
New
I like moon
New
shoes.
Bounce
New
jumping
Balance
shoes.
jumping shoes.
Yeah, and they're $80.
Oh my god.
They look like rollerblades, but the blades have just like
Rubber.
yeah, it's goofy.
There's definitely a lot that we missed on this that we'll touch back after, because I thought of just like 5 in my head just now. But we'll move
Chip
on.
said you needed more than shoes to be a good basketball player.
That's very true. But you know who didn't? What was that movie? Like Mike.
Oh yeah.
He had shoes.
Yeah.
So
Michael Jordan
just saying.
shoes.
Holes. Just another thing. Shoes. Just saying. Proving you wrong here, HR, but I appreciate you. Number 2, we talked about him already. The master, one and only of Billy Mays here for OxyClean.
OxyClean works, especially for the fact that it's been partnered with so many other like cleaning products and stuff. Like it's a legit product, yeah.
Like one of those, because like we always talk about these products that rely more on the gimmick than the actual like results. This is one that had both, and actually like was able to expand on them. Obviously, Billy Mays is a huge proponent of that. Why it's
big word,
so,
yes.
Big word, yes, big word. Like I said, there's so many more, but I went with number 1 here. Just because of how it's sold. It had a celebrity guy that was selling it. Number 1 is the George Foreman grill.
You know what's a crazy story? I actually learned about this a couple years ago. This was originally going to be Hulk Hogan.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
So it's in the Hulk Hogan grill?
Yep, it was originally going to be the Hulk Hogan grill.
Wow, they dodged a bullet there.
Well, here's the thing. The people who came up with the idea went to Hulk first, and Hulk turned them down.
Whoa.
He was like, brother, that ain't gonna make me no money putting burgers on a grill.
Hulk turned it down, and then they went to George Foreman. And then after like Hulk saw like all the money that George Foreman made, he immediately tried to see if he can like replicate it with his own version. Piggyback off it, and it just didn't work.
Didn't he also like? I know for a fact he like had his own hot dogs. Like Hulk Hogan hot dogs.
I don't think that was what he was trying to like piggyback off.
Oh, but it's funny that like he wanted the grill product and then made something that could have been made on the George Foreman grill.
Right, exactly. So, but this was originally going to be the Hulk Hogan grill. He turned them down, and so they went to George Foreman, and now Foreman made bank from it.
Now everyone has a George Foreman grill.
Dude, everyone and their mom owned a George Foreman grill. It was insane.
Do you remember Drake and Josh with the Gary Coleman grill? Combination grill and MP3 player.
Just what you need.
I mean, let's be honest. Hulk Hogan would have showed up, said the product wrong and the location wrong, and maybe some other things, and they would have been canned right away anyway. So George Foreman was the right choice for the George Foreman grill. There's so many more, guys. When we talk about kid products, do you guys remember the Fushibi? The ball that you would do like all the hand motions with, that it would make it look like you weren't actually holding it?
Vaguely?
Kind of.
Oh, guys, you gotta
vaguely. I don't
remember. That was like a huge thing.
Oh,
those,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, I see it now.
Yeah.
I like vaguely remember this. Yeah.
You missed one. This could probably be under the worst infomercials.
Okay.
Do you know what a Floby is?
Oh, dude, wait. It's what was that? I remember the name.
So it's like a vacuum, but it cuts your hair. so that way it sweeps it up.
Oh my
But, like,
god.
Our family friends got it, and like, I remember being so scared because he's like, "You want to try it?" I was like, "I guess." Like, and it just trims your hair, but like sucks it right up. But like you can't do anything. Like, you can't have a nice haircut with it.
No, there's no
Like-
way. There's no way.
There were all the ones that you would have at like 2 a.m. that all had to deal with food. Do you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
remember?
Oh, yeah.
The fondue one, which we actually got, and it works. You would take
It's the one that like you put like the bottom layer of water and then the top layer.
and the
like,
top layer of chocolate. Yeah, or
Yeah,
whatever
I've
you
seen
put
it.
in. Yeah, it would. There was that one. There was the inside like stuffed cake one.
Oh yeah.
They would
we missed the big one.
the chia.
Yeah, Chia Pet. That was
Chia
another
Pet.
one that I thought of like real hard.
Squatty potties.
Squatty Potty. So okay, I'm trying to remember what the Squatty Potty was.
So it was essentially like a connector that you put in front of your toilet.
It's like a little step stool.
Yeah, because like the idea is, and I remember like someone like, I was in a speaking class in college, like, and you had to explain like why you should buy something, and someone tried to do the squatty potty, and it was essentially like you're supposed to like sit on the toilet with your feet up because apparently it's better for your gut health to do it that way.
Huh.
Yeah.
So another one, you guys remember the one where you would sit on your toilet, taking a poo or whatever, and if you were sucked at your mini golf game,
Yeah, the potty
like,
putter.
They literally just
Potty
have that
putter.
picture up here.
like, can you imagine just like trying to hit and you're like, oh Jesus, you're like, I dropped the hole in one, but not the right one.
Oh my god, what are those
I need
ones?
to stop. I'm bad.
Did we miss any in the comments section there?
I don't think so.
I'm trying to, because like Total Gym was another one that like I thought of. Trying to remember what the magic bullet was.
Oh, I mean that's Magic Bullet is like the one that like you can like, it's mostly a smoothie maker, but you can use it to like make other stuff too. But that's
Someone
that's
did
now
it with,
like
a margarita or something.
Oh
I
yeah,
think.
but like I mean I have a Magic Bullet. Like that stuff, that thing works so well because you can use it for so many things.
Trying to
Google some here.
P90X.
P90X.
P90X
That
is
was big. Yeah.
was-
Dan.
oh god.
again, I don't know how it would work, but I guess you could put flex tape on here with that. Like just how silly. Like
There it is.
I mean, he went on a boat that was just covered with flex tape. Oh man.
Oh, the pet egg.
Pet egg.
Oh,
Yeah.
we actually.
My aunt had one of those too.
I kid you not. Like for the pet egg, my dad wanted it one year for Father's Day or his birthday or something, but he didn't want to use it for what it's supposed to be used for. He wanted to use it as a zester.
Oh.
And it works. And
Oh.
and it legitimately works.
Oh, dude, how did we forget Heelys? Yo!
An infomercial though.
I don't know, cause Heelys were sold in stores and stuff too.
Yeah, but I mean,
Oh, Life Alert.
Oh, that's a good one.
help!
The Chia Pet. I have one at work. On my
Do you
desk.
really?
Yeah, the one girl that I worked with left and gave it to me. It was what's his name? Richard Simmons.
You have a Richard Simmons Chia Pet
Yeah,
on your
but, like,
desk?
When she first grew it, like nothing happened. So it's just like dirt, like dirty chia seeds.
Well,
like,
yeah.
everywhere.
Well, yeah, because it's called photosynthesis.
Not, yeah.
You guys,
it's a
do you
gone.
guys remember the dinosaur eggs that you would like put in water and they would like absorb and they would like transform out of the eggs and everything?
Yeah.
That's probably another one.
I don't know
Do
if
you
that would...
remember the aliens that would do that? I would always get
Ew.
them from like Idlewild. They'd be little aliens. You put them in water and they like, get the.
I was gonna say like I don't know if I would consider that an infomercial because like that's more like if you could probably like off the top of my head like stuff that I was thinking of as infomercials is probably stuff that I could have got at Toys R Us.
Probably.
That's true.
Yeah, so like that's like my problem right there.
There was one. I had enough toilet based ones in here, but it was essentially a stick that you would put the toilet paper on at the end, and you would lean back and wipe yourself that way instead of trying to reach down and do it. I forget what it's called.
What was this one?
Oh, it's the mark. Oh,
chalkboard with,
the
like,
mark. It's the marker one that, like, on one drawing, it just had like all these colors.
It was chalk, wasn't it?
I don't
Would
remember if it was
light
chalk.
bright be considered one?
Maybe. I would maybe consider light bright.
Like it's like in the line and like it's a toy, but like
Marvin's
it
Magic.
definitely.
That's what it was. Yes.
Marvin's Magic.
I definitely remember the markers one. Yeah.
Zoo books. I'm looking up
Zoo books.
kids ones now.
Yeah.
Oh, yo. Dang. Yeah, there's some that we
That's
missed.
what it was. Floam. You were talking about slime.
Yeah. Is it
Oh,
Floam?
Floam, I do remember. Because it was like a mixture of Play-Doh and Play-Doh and slime essentially. Because
yeah.
you could like
It was
mesh it.
softer.
Yeah, you could like
Yeah.
mesh it and like mold it and stuff, but then you were able to like put it back pretty easily.
Blow pens.
Oh, do the blow. As an asthmatic, that one was hard. I'm just saying.
Yeah, those are tough.
But yeah, clearly there were some that we missed, but I feel like the important ones were named.
Yeah.
You know, maybe not Life Alert, but it's terrible.
Help! I fall. I can't get up.
I'm having chest pain.
It's like the commercials are like a little over the top. But
Oh,
I
what
guess
was-
that stuff does happen.
I don't know if it was real or not, but there was a commercial that someone like reacted to on TikTok. And it was like all these people in what appeared to be this pharmaceutical company. And it's like all these people are happy, and you want to know why? They got butt drugs. And that was the name of the store. Someone's name was like Butt, and they put
Oh,
butt
my
drugs.
God.
And they're like, I use butt drugs every day.
That's an unfortunate last name.
Yeah, it really is.
Infomercial, Jesus. Like
There was. I came across the last name Wank today.
Oh,
Wank?
Wank.
Wank.
W-A-N-K.
Okay.
I was like, that's unfortunate.
Stop being such a wank.
This has definitely been one of the funner shows.
It definitely has.
Oh,
Credit to
man.
the
Good
queen.
idea.
Credit to the queen for the idea. Yeah.
I will gladly thank her after this. Thank you everyone for tuning in to yet another wonderful show. Episode number 86, Infomercials. Getting closer and closer to that 100 mark. It's a dream come true, guys, that we've been doing it this long. It's makes a king could have a tear come from his eye, but then he remembers that he's above all the peasants. So he doesn't need to cry. They cry for him. So it has been... Thank you.
When it
everyone.
rains, that's actually their tears.
I know.
It's all the
Rain.
peasants' tears.
Rains, the king's rains down tears.
Ah.
Still got it. Again, thank you to everyone who tuned in. Deke Ping, Mama Whiten, Chipster, all you guys. Foreigner, even though you were late.
He's working. He is working.
That is some dedication. I'll give him that.
We joke with you, but you are 100% still the RankKing's scored #1 fan. So you wouldn't go as Halloween at me if you weren't. So
I
we
just
do
thought
appreciate
I just thought of something.
what?
Fantasy football loser has to use the hair can spray.
Oh God.
Do they even sell it?
I think they do.
They can't
would
still
say so.
sell it. Like,
think they
just
do.
use Rogaine foam for God's sake. Oh, it's been a wonderful episode, ladies and gentlemen. We are always here Tuesdays, 6:30 on Twitch, to bring controversy and fun to some tough times that people are dealing with. But we're glad that we can always make you guys smile and question everything that is happening around you in your very existence.
And
We
teach
do
you
appreciate-
some stuff too.
And
Along the way.
teach you. Wouldn't be that if we weren't. Catch us always here, like I said, 6:30 on Tuesdays on Twitch. Greg, where's the guy? There, Gavel Greg. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again. Court is adjourned.
Court is adjourned.